Hi guys, welcome to the Little Visa Boy. Ever since the reopening of the Australian border in February 2022, the influx of student visa applications have shown significant increase and shown signs of rebound back to the pre-COVID times. Now, with this in mind, we'll definitely go through the potential pitfalls when applying for this visa and what the Department of Immigration will look for when assessing your application. First of all, we first need to understand the purpose of the student visa, which, as its name suggests, it allows individuals to come to Australia and study for an education course. Therefore, the student visa grants will attach the following circumstances or conditions. First of all is work limitations while studying in Australia, meeting your course requirements, and maintaining a health cover. All of these is for the purpose of restricting a person to stay in Australia temporarily. So, what are the main criteria when applying for a student visa? You must have successfully enrolled in a school course, have significant health insurance, have enough financial means to support oneself and his dependents, and be able to show a genuine intent to stay in Australia temporarily. Just remember, these are just main criteria along with a smattering of others. Even though the requirements seem straightforward, recently there are significant numbers of visa refusals due to various reasons, but mainly the lack of evidence for financial support, whereby the immigration is not satisfied that the applicant has significant or enough financial means to support themselves and their dependents during their stay in Australia. Secondly is the lack of genuine intent to stay in Australia temporarily. What that means is that Australian migration believes that the applicant does not have the intention to leave Australia after the studies, which goes against the initial purpose of this visa in the first place. Our next reason for refusal is the character checks, whereby the applicant's background, which is a combination of criminal and migration history, has come into question. The next one is the lack of genuine intention to study in Australia. What that means is that it usually happens when the Department of Immigration has questions about the reason for the course that you have chosen, whether these reasons are legitimate. One of the last main reasons for refusal is the refusal of dependents on the student visa. The Department of Immigration may grant the main applicant visas, but refuse to grant their spouses or dependents on the visa to come along with them. Now, since we have identified the potential pitfalls in applying for a student visa application, there are several things that you should consider to increase your chances. First things first, how to show that you have significant financial support while staying in Australia. Essentially, you will need to show that you have enough money to cover your living expenses, and there is a few ways to show this. One of which is to show that you already have a successful career before you come to Australia to study, or you have enough liquid funds in your bank account or accounts of a person whom you have legal access to, which can support you for the next 12 months of your living. Please note, we will not be including the actual dollar figure here in this video, because the general cost of living and inflation changes the figure every single year, so it is best to confirm with your licensed migration agent. The next one to consider is the most important factor, which is to show that there's a genuine intent to stay in Australia temporarily. As indicated previously, the Department of Immigration must believe that the applicant is only intending to stay in Australia temporarily in Australia for the duration of the studies and intend to go back to their home countries when they're done. The best way to show this is through the use of a GTE statement. GTE stands for Genuine Temporary Entrant, where essentially it's a written statement by you or from your agent summarizing your intention of stay and the purpose of your study. This statement should include what educational background you already have and what career path you have already chosen in your home country. Secondly, state the nature of the course that you have chosen to study in Australia. And lastly, what value this course will bring you in the future. Next on our list, which leads to everyone's demise, is the failure in the character checks, where a person's criminal and migration history will come into question. So if you have a questionable background or previously had issues with migration, it may be a cancellation previously or a previous visa refusal, or currently undergoing investigation. All of these will take into a factor when applying for this next student visa. So, if this is you, it is best to address these issues when applying for your student visa application. But if you don't have any of these colorful histories, then you shouldn't have anything to worry about. The next tip in this video is to show that how can you justify the reasons why you have chosen to study this particular course in Australia. And a way to tackle this problem is to be able to show that you provide evidence of your background, such as your previous qualifications, work history, justify how this course is in line with your current career, and what value this course will bring to your future career goals. Another reason why student visas are refused that we do come across recently is that the main applicant's visa gets approved, but their spouses, such as their wives and husbands, or their children's visas gets refused. Well, there's actually a few reasons this may occur. The main one is that the department is actually doubting that you will be coming to Australia temporarily by bringing your whole family along. But they're willing to give you a chance to show your genuineness in your studies by allowing you to stay in Australia to study alone. Another reason is maybe the course that you have chosen is too short to justify the need to move your whole family along with you to Australia. So, by covering all these bases that we have mentioned previously, you should be in a better position when applying for your next student visa. Or at least realizing which part you should be paying more attention to under your own circumstances. So there you have it. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. And if you have any topics relating to migrating or working in Australia, please feel free to leave your comments below. And remember, these are just general information only, so it is best to consult a licensed migration agent. See you next time.